Hey America. Meatball Sub. Ain't like I'm surprising y'all. Y'all already saw the title. You know, when it rolls on up. Hey, I forgot to say this, guys. If you guys enjoy my videos and all that stuff, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I never say that. Subscribe to my channel. Just find the subscribe button, push it, book them, and then whenever I do something new, y'all can get that too. All right, guys. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. All right, guys. I got about 200 plus subscribers, but I want to make that more. All right. I got over 100 and something thousand views. Woot woot. Anyway, guys, we're gonna do meatball sub. Okay. Now, before I start, look y'all, either this is a whole lot of vodka, because y'all know I be getting my drink on when I do this video, or this a whole lot of gin, or this a whole lot of water. And I was dehydrated. Y'all know I don't drink liquor like that. This is water. Anyway, guys, let me do my supporting cast. Alright, guys. In order to make my meatballs, I am going to mix Italian sausage. Alright, now this time, guys, I don't have to split them and take the cases off like you've seen me do. These Italian sausage comes like almost like hamburger, and I'm also going to mix with ground beef. Alright, so I'm going to mix these two together. Now, inside of these, I'm going to add, matter of fact, let me prep this right now. I got two slices of bread, y'all, and I'm just going to soak them in milk. I'm just gonna drop it in there just like that and soak these in milk. Right now you're like, what the hell is he soaking them in milk for? You guys will see. I'm gonna let this get soggy and they're gonna soak right there in milk. Alright? So, in fact, let me get this out of the way. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Now, I got 4 eggs. I might use 2, I might use 3, I might use 4 depending on the consistency of my meat. Once I start combining everything, I'm gonna use some Lipton's Beefy Onion Mix. Okay, I'll tell you why. Okay, I'm also gonna use breadcrumbs. Now in this case, I'm gonna use garlic herb because I got a very few that were left in my pantry, and then I'm gonna finish them off with Italian because I got a bunch of these. I'm just gonna, just use breadcrumbs, but I'm gonna finish these off. All right, all of that is gonna be my meat mixture. Okay, and then obviously I'm doing the sub, so I need bread, and I'm covered with provolone cheese. In a meatball sub, guys, your meatballs normally come in what? A marinara sauce, a red sauce, right? Like a spaghetti sauce type of deal. And some of you guys have seen me do this before. I'm gonna use the Vitamix and I'm gonna make a sauce, but I'm gonna have a little twist to it, and you guys will see what that is once I get to that part. All right, guys? Now, all of that is my supporting cast. Let me do my prep work, and I'll be right back. All right, America. Some of you guys have seen me do this before. All I'm gonna do is make my marinara sauce, my red sauce, in the Vitamix. All right, guys? Once again, if you don't have a Vitamix, it's a very, very powerful and expensive blending apparatus. You can use a food processor, or your regular blender ought to be good enough. Or you can just make your own sauce by cooking down your tomatoes slowly and then adding all the other stuff. Or you can just go to the store and pick up a jar of ragu or prego and do it that way for you guys that don't really cook that much. All right, guys. Anyway, in the Vitamix, I'm gonna put in about 5 cloves of garlic, about a good handful of basil leaves, some oregano, fresh oregano, and also some fresh parsley. That's all going in there. All right, all my seasonings. And always, guys, if you can go fresh, go fresh. All right, if you can go fresh, go fresh. That's in there. Along with that, I'm gonna put in a whole onion. This one's kind of small. All right, a whole bell pepper. And I'll show you how to poke in the top and rip it open and get the seeds out. That's going in there too. All my tomatoes, they're washed, guys, but they are not seeded. They are not peeled, and they're going in just like that. I'm not even taking off the stalks, guys. Vitamix happens to be a very, very powerful device, and it's going to break all this stuff down into my marinara sauce form. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry for the pause and the break in the sauce, making the sauce preparation, but we ran out of memory on my thing. But anyway, we're back, guys. If you see me make this sauce before, last time I did it, guys, I used water and I put in a vegetable stock bouillon cube so I can get some to help break it up, right? Because it's pretty much dry. What I'm gonna do this go around, guys, is just use vegetable broth, okay? Because water don't taste like nothing. All right, I'm throwing a little bit of vegetable broth so that this will break down. That's something to work with. I don't know, a cup, 2, 3. I don't know, I'm just eyeballing it. That looks good to me there. All right, guys, now we're just gonna start it out. Top on the bottom of it, just like that. Nice, real on low, very low, and we'll start this bad boy out. Like I said, it's a very, very powerful machine. Now, while this is going, I'm just going to continue adding my tomatoes. Turn this down some while I'm doing this. Alright guys, so y'all see the process. I'm just going to cut these up, continue dropping these in. Once I get them all dropped in, I'm going to crank the power and get all this stuff blended up to make my sauce. Alright guys, let me get this done. I transferred all my sauce into this pot. I'm just gonna let it simmer while I get my meatballs done. Alright guys, now everything you saw, obviously I did. I added about 3 or 4 pinches, about 3 pinches of kosher salt and some fresh cracked black pepper. Tasted it. It tastes good. It tastes good? It tastes good. And I'm just going to let that simmer until I'm ready to add my meatballs to my sauce. All right, guys? So let me get my prep work done, set up, and I'll show you how I prepare my meat. I'm going to explain this to you guys, and then off camera, I'm going to do all my mixing because I don't want to waste that much video time. All right, guys? In here, I got my ground beef and I got my sausage. That's a no-brainer, okay? I'm going to take these 2 slices of bread soaked in milk. All right, you guys see that? Soaked in milk. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wring out the milk best I can with my hands, and then I'm gonna put that bread, the soggy bread, and mix that into my meat. Purpose for moisture. That keeps your meatballs from being dry. All right. So the milk and bread keeps your meat juicy. All right. Now, my beefy onion mix, 1 or 2, depending on how it looks. All right, 1 or 2 packs. So there's 2 in here. That's for flavor. All right. That explains that piece. The eggs, 2, 3, or 4, depending on how many I use. That is my binder. That's gonna hold my meatballs together once I start cooking them. All right, you with me on that? I gotta make sure I don't add too much egg. I want consistency. Once I roll them into balls, they stay as balls and they're not slimy. You with me on that one, guys? And the breadcrumbs, that's filler. Okay, it's gonna make your meatballs heavier, more stuff in your meatballs, and it'll be more filling, so people won't eat as many meatballs. All right, it'll be a good meal, good hearty meal. All right, guys. So let me do that one more time. Moisture, flavor, binder, and filler. You with me on that one, guys? And you mix it together so that the consistency is good enough so that once again you make your meatballs, they're not slimy, they're not falling apart, and you can cook up your meatballs. So let me take a break, get that together, and then we'll get into cooking. All right, America, I'm glad you're back. All right, my oil's at the perfect temperature. I'm making meatballs, obviously out of a mixture that I threw together. All right, and I'm making them about the size of a golf ball, give or take. That's the size of a golf ball. Just roll them in your hands. All right, obviously make sure your hands are clean. If you got any jewelry like rings like I did, take them off. All right, make them about the size of a golf ball, like so, and you put them in your oil. I'm using just vegetable oil, and I'm gonna just continue to make them and cook them, and I'm gonna roll them and make sure that they're brown on all sides. Okay, guys, and I wanna make sure that my meatballs are done. And after my meatballs get done, then I'm gonna start depositing them into my sauce. All right. So I'm gonna continue doing this. Let me get this piece done, and I'll let you guys see it as I prepare. Hey, America, we're back now. Check that out. That don't look beautiful. Tell me that does not look fan-freaking-tastic. All right, guys, got me trembling because this shit's heavy. All right, guys. Now, before I start transferring to my sauce, which is over here, all right, I gotta check my body of work. All right, so I'm gonna snatch out the first one that I put in. All right, while the rest of these are cooking. And let me check my body of work. Meatball, meat knife. Nope, not quite done all the way through. That's all right. I'm gonna throw it back in, let it continue to cook, and I'll be right back. All right, America, we're back. That was my taste test meatball. Granted, these probably aren't done all the way through, but I'm gonna transfer them to the sauce, so they're gonna cook longer. But this is my taste test meatball. That's why I want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Here we go. Great flavor. Moist. Hold on here, baby. Come on, man. Quickly, waste some video time. Tell me what you think about that. Be honest with me. Tell the camera. Right. All right, man. Okay, guys. Anyway, these are done. I mean, they're flavored perfectly, right? Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is start transferring these bad boys into my sauce. And then I'm gonna start my next batch. All right, guys. So let me get this going, and I'll be right back. All the meatballs are done. They're in my sauce. Can you get a look at that? Let me see if I can hand it to you. It's hot. No, look at that. All those meatballs are in that marinara sauce that I made. I'm gonna let them simmer. All right, that's why I said it doesn't really matter if they're cooked all the way through. I'm gonna let them sit in there for about 15, 20 minutes. After 15, 20 minutes, come back. I'll do assembly and I'll show you guys a meatball sub already made on a plate. All right, guys? All right, America, we're doing assembly. Check that out. 4 meatballs. Let's do some provolone. One right there. Crack out. One right there. Crack out. Close that up a little bit. Off to the broiler for about 5 minutes. Yes, indeed. And I'll be right back with you after 5 minutes. It ain't been quite 5 minutes, been like maybe 2 to 3. I just wanted to melt the cheese. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Oh shit. Here it comes. Oh my goodness. Gracious. Claude have mercy. There it is, y'all. Woo, kind of warm. Meatball sub. Now, I'm gonna call my oldest daughter down, or one of the daughters. Somebody gonna come down here and give me a taste test. So let me get that squared away. I'll be right back. My oldest girl's here, Jessica. She gonna do a taste test. Keep in mind, this is hot, y'all. I've never done this before. I'm so excited. Ready? Back out! All right, baby. Here you go. Plate's hot. Place is hot. Plate's hot. Be careful. Give me a taste. That molten cheese. Come on. Hit me. Oh, what? Describe it. She's speechless. Y'all, that is how you do it. Beginning it. Look, she's still. Anyway, beginning to end, y'all. It ain't hard. It's one of the easiest ones I've done. Y'all be making this tomorrow. Anyway, guys, like I say, find yourself a recipe, do the math, figure it out, and cook yourself something to eat. All right, guys? Peace in the Middle East.